What's good, Problem Children Mafia? It's your professional problem child, and we back at it with another story time because I really enjoyed doing that story time yesterday, and I was like, on my Instagram I post two different things y'all wanted to hear story time about, and then I was like, I liked it, so I said, let me hop on another story time. You know what I mean? Hopefully this video is way better than the one from yesterday, because the one from yesterday I realized had a lot of I don't know, it looked crazy because my videos never look like that, but it did look crazy, and I hope it doesn't turn out like that neither. And also my voice sound really weird, which I know it sounds weird now because I think I might be getting a little sick, but if I am, oh well, hopefully it's not the corona, but if it is, I'll die soon, okay? But anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this story time. It's about a girl that I fought that had ADHD, and I hope you guys just like this. Make sure you like the video, subscribe, join the Problem Children Mafia, because we fun. So let's get into this story. So it was this girl that went to elementary school with me, and we were in the first grade. I think that was the first time we were actually in the same class together, was in the first grade. And no, I knew her in kindergarten. Yeah, we just wasn't in the same class, but I knew her in kindergarten, and I knew that she had ADHD. But we got put in the same class in first grade. So I knew she had ADHD. I knew something. Well, I didn't know she had ADHD, you know what I mean? But I knew something was wrong with her. When a kid's off, you can see that. So I knew that she's a little off, even though we was the same age. I knew she was a little off. So, I was not going to cap. I was mean to her. I was really mean to her. And I'm going to say, we wasn't cool. We wasn't banging with each other. But then I realized the other kids were starting to make fun of her. So, I started making fun of her, because, I was a bully. That's what I did. I'm not on cap. In first grade, I would listen to all my people from back then that knew me. I was a bully. I'm not a bully no more. Stop calling me a bully, because y'all do that all the time. I'm not a bully. Stop playing with me. And then it's just crazy. But, I'm going to continue the story. But baby girl, I was messing with her or whatever, and eventually I just got bored of it, because everybody else bullying her, and I was the first person to start bullying her. I swear I was the first person to say anything or pick up anything about her being different. Well, first person to actually say it to other people. They probably picked up and kept it in their head or something, but I was the first person to be you're fucking slow. But I didn't mean for it to come out like that. I'm sorry. But she was doing whatever, she was doing her own thing, and I said, I'm not finna keep being mean to her, because everybody else being mean to her. She should at least have one friend, right? So I did a whole 360, and I say, oh, what's up, girl? I was trying to be cool with her and stuff. She was like, nah, fuck you, this, that, and the third, you're crazy, you were just making fun of me, and la-di-da-di-da. And I said, okay, I get it, and I walked away. I ain't fuck with her ever since then. Alright, so we're still in the first grade, and this is when things start to blow up. So, I said I'm gonna stop messing with her, even though she turned down my little friend trying to be nice to her and stuff. She turned it down, but I still chose to be nice to her. I wasn't gonna bully her or anything. But because of our last names, my last name starts with a J. Her last name started with a K or something else. I don't know the alphabet, but it started with one of the letters next to the J, and that's how she ended up sitting next to me. And I remember because we had this little rug that was a circle, and during story time the teacher would make us sit in a circle and sit where our names was. So the teacher, we barely had story time, but when we did, we knew where we had to sit at. So the teacher put baby girl, she had to sit next to me, and I was like, can my last name not be J this today? Can we change it today? And she was like, well, I ain't say all that shit, but I was like, can you move my seat? And she was like, nah. So I was like, all right. I sat down, I buckled my seatbelt, and this bitch started talking to me, and I was like, nah, cause you're not. So then, I guess she got mad or whatever. Mind you, she got the ADHD. She started saying stuff, bro. I didn't know what she was saying. But I started ignoring her. And then she started screaming at me. And I'm like, bro, why are you screaming at me? I didn't even talk to you. I've been ignoring you this whole time. Why are you screaming? So this little bitch, she kicked me, but I don't want to like say that she kicked me because she didn't like bam kick me. Like she put her foot on my thigh and kind of like pushed me over. And I'm like, baby girl, don't touch me with your trifling ass foot. Please don't. Because I don't know where you been. You smell like shit and I don't want it. So she pushed me, and like after that, like I like 100% like disown myself from this whole school. I say, you know, like it's cool. Let this bitch touch me one more time. I told the teacher because at the time, like I did not have like a good temper, and I still kind of don't. But back then, I had a very bad temper, and my mom was like, "Oh, if something happens, then you tell, because if you put your hands on somebody, la di da di da, I might fuck somebody up." So when I was a kid, I was actually digging people, but I had to stop because fighting isn't good. So she like, I said, like, I told the teacher, like, can you move me? Like, I was, like, so serious about to fuck this little girl up. And she's like, nah, you can stay. Like, I don't understand how teachers can, like, witness stuff like that. And, like, she's not the first teacher to ever do this. But I don't understand how teachers can witness things like kids getting bullied and kids putting hands on kids. They can witness a whole fight. They can witness kids arguing, whether it's something big or small. And the teacher would just sit there and watch like it's fucking entertainment. Like, get up, do your job. And if you see something interfering your job, then you fix the situation. Because then when the kid gets sent up front, the principal's sitting there like, well, they were in your class, so why you didn't fix it? Oh, I'm getting off topic, but still, I don't like teachers that do that. But the teacher, instead of like saying something like with us, she didn't do anything. So fast forward, now we're in the 3rd grade. 2nd grade, we were in the same class. But 2nd grade, we weren't put next to each other because that teacher actually knew about our tension. So 3rd grade, we were put in the same class. We still have the same last name. 3rd grade teacher put us next to each other. But she didn't know anything. So I'm not like gonna hoop and holler at her. But we were put next to each other. Baby Rush still got ADHD. Bad ADHD. But we sit next to each other, and I say, you know, like, I ain't fuck with her for a whole year, so I'm going to chill this year. You know, like, just because we sit next to each other don't mean nothing. I might have to see the bitch for the rest of my life, but not really. I'm over-exaggerating for, like, the rest of elementary school. But still, like, what, like, 4 years? Anyways, I like this. Like, I didn't listen to her at all. Like, she's talking to me. I just ignored her. So we're in the 3rd grade, and I don't remember what happened, but something happens that triggers her and want to touch me, and she touched me, and I flipped out, and we end up fighting pretty much. Like, it was like a pop, like it was like literally like at least 5 seconds. Like, it didn't like go on like that far because the teacher did her job and she separated us. But we're not going to get a teacher all the props yet. Teacher separated us, put us in different classes for about like 10 minutes, and then put us back in the class and put us back next to each other. And after that, like, we just started smacking each other. Like, we was just, like, pop, like, going back and forth. But, like, we did it on the down low at this point. Like, we was just, like, punching each other and shit. And the teacher didn't know. Like, we was just doing that on the down low. And I'm gonna tell y'all, we started fighting, because she said something. She said something smart, actually. And she said something about my mom, and I don't play about my mom. Like, she said something along the lines of, that's why I didn't have a mom or something like that, because I did do something. But she said that, and that's what triggered me, and that's why I wanted to fight her. Because when I tell y'all, them ADHD-ified kids know what they're doing. I don't care what anybody says. Oh, well, she has ADHD, you shouldn't have smacked her. I don't give a fuck what she got. She could have ADHD, AIDS, and about to die with cancer. I don't care. Tell her to watch her mouth. Like, the fuck? I fought this girl that had something wrong with her chest. I punched the shit out of her stomach and she started throwing up blood. That is not my fault. Tell your little bitch to calm the fuck down. Because I don't think people understand who they talking to sometimes. Like, you got an issue with your body. You got an issue with your mind, period. Don't fuck with me. Because I don't care what you got. I'm going to still beat your ass. But this girl with ADHD, back to her, said something about my mom. I don't fuck with people about my mom. I don't know my mom. And now I do know that my mom isn't ugly, because another girl, I got into another fight about a girl that called my mom ugly. It's kind of like, really don't disrespect my mom at that point. Like, I know I don't fuck with her now, but like, that's still my birth giver. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't live with her. I don't really talk to her. So it's kind of like, that's still my mother don't fuck with me. Like, I'll put somebody down in a split second just for saying anything disrespectful to her, even though like I don't fucking like want to live or nothing like that. That has nothing to do with it. Don't disrespect my mom. But we end up like fighting or whatever. We didn't get suspended because the teacher, she didn't send us up front. She just separated us for 10 minutes. And she called my mom. I don't know if she called the other girl mom, but she called my mom. And not my mom, my aunt, because I was living with my aunt at the time. She called my aunt, and my aunt was like, the only reason why I said I was going to do the story time was because a couple like weeks ago, my aunt was talking to me, and she was like she was trying to prove a point. You know, like when people be like, you know how like when you fight people and you don't know, like when you get older, you're going to forget what happened and stuff. You're not even going to know their name. Well, I remember this girl name because she had ADHD and I smacked the shit out of her. I remember her name. Her name, I'm not going to say it because, like, I'm putting this on YouTube. But I know her name. But I knew her name, but I didn't remember why we fought until my aunt told me. My aunt was like, remember y'all fought in the 3rd grade because she called your mom something. And she was like, she went into, like, detail. She was like, y'all was slapping each other and the teacher had called me and all this stuff. And I'm like, no. And then that's when she was like, oh, think about it. And then I was like, yeah, I started remembering. And that's why I said I was going to do a story time. Because when I tell you, I'm not going to cap, them fights, high key, is like so dumb. Like, now that I'm older, like, I see that fighting is stupid. Because at the end of the day, all the people that I fought, I don't even fuck with them no more. I don't know their names. They probably follow me on Instagram, but I don't follow them back because, like, fuck you. And like, I'm so serious. Like, the girl I was about to fight, I don't remember her name from the 4th grade. My 2nd suspension, I don't remember her name, like, period. Because she's irrelevant to me. You know what I mean? It's annoying to hear when you were a kid. But then when you get older, like, that's something that you have to figure out on your own. Like, even though people are going to harp in your ear about it, like, that's just what's finna happen. But when you get older, if you are a fighter, when you get older, you're going to understand how, like, and important it is. And then it's like, it's high-key unattractive. But like, for me, the only time I'll fight at this point is if like I'm defending myself or if I'm defending a family member that can't defend themselves. If I know, like, my sister, I know my sister can fight. If a bitch put their hands on her, she's going to have to do that on her own because I know she can fight. But my baby sister, she can't fight. I will teach my sister how to fight one day, but not today. She's like, she's too small. But still, you see what I'm saying? Like, she's not small. She's actually 13, but still, like, she's taller than me, but still, she still needs to know how to fight. She doesn't know how to fight, but I'm like, that's something I'm going to teach her one day. But like, that's just for self-defense, like, not just to like beat people up like I did. Like, I was a bully. I'm not going to cap. I was a bully. Because I was bigger than most of the kids. When I was younger, I was big. Not like big as in fat, but like I was tall. I was pretty tall. And I didn't start getting shorter than people until like 4th grade. Is when I like started slowly growing. And then I stopped growing in the 6th grade. But I was big in like 2nd and 3rd grade. I was like one of the tallest kids in my class. But anyways, that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like and subscribe. And join the Problem Children Mafia. Bye.